From the MidFlorida Event Center, Port St. Lucie, Florida, it's Game of War, Tyler.
It absolutely is, Dan. We are back here for Game of War 3, and we got a loaded card to get to here tonight. We got a big women's championship match. It's the rematch everyone has been waiting for. Nikki Blackheart taking on the women's champion, Ruthie J. Of course, we got our huge Game of War main event. Big Trouble Ben Bishop will be here, but first, to start us off, we got a Randy Rhodes Memorial Battle Royal.
Port St. Lucie, welcome to Game of War. Our opening contest will be the Randy Hunter Memorial Battle Royal. Here are the rules. 4 men will begin in each ring. We will proceed with over-the-top rope eliminations. Once 1 man remains in each ring, it will become a match that will be won via pinfall or submission. Are you guys ready? All right, let's bring it out.
Tyler, interesting rules in this Randy Hunter Memorial Battle Royal. All right, Tyler, this one's going to be interesting. 4 men in each ring. Over-the-top rope elimination rules apply until there's 1 man left in each ring, and then they go at it one-on-one.
I love it. CCW always innovating. We got 2 rings here, so why not, Dan?
I'm telling you. Well, here's something very interesting, though. The Desperado and Veritas, tag team partners, each in a separate ring.
They are indeed. We'll see how
the bell has sounded, Tyler.
We'll see how that pins. Wait, look at this in the ring in a hug. That's the definition of interest. He's not supposed to be here.
He lost a loser league down match.
He isn't supposed to. Oh, look at this. The loser leaves down. The loser leaves the Battle Royal, Dan.
I guess they all ganged up on him. Goodbye.
Well, there goes Elon, and action already breaking down in both of these rings.
Down with a clothesline. Nerdzilla cleaning house here. Scoops up Veritas in a body slam in the far ring, Tyler. We got Charlie Stacks.
That's
Andy at the point where it's going to be tough to call.
He missed it, Dan. Security, just chased out Elon from the building.
How did he even get in here?
I don't know. We got his poster on the wall all around this place.
Oh, and all right, Veritas with that flying forward in the back of Nerdzilla. And wisely, all 3 men in this ring in front of us, Tyler, are ganging up on the Nerdzilla. Mucho, though, now going after Veritas.
And look at this in the other ring. Rain goes to red. Charlie Stacks trying to throw out Danny Everborn, but Everborn fighting back.
Double elbow down goes Veritas in front of us. Everborn in trouble in the far ring, Tyler.
Look at this, Rango Zaretta, though, pushing off Charlie Stacks, saying he wants to throw him out. Now, look, this is the inexperience of these 2 young competitors.
It is indeed.
Instead of teaming up and getting Danny out, now they're duking it out. Charlie Stacks.
Where is the Desperado? Has he been eliminated?
That's a great question, Dan.
Or is he hiding?
He may be hiding. I mean, all this action breaking down, we lost sight. Oh, the competitor! Wow, what a spinning kick by Charlie Stacks. Oh!
Danny Everborn, that drop kick, caught him right in the side.
Man, that 1 ring left with 3 of the youngest competitors here in CCW.
I see the Desperado. He's hiding.
He is indeed so smart. Right now, Zaretta in danger. Danny Everborn about to
Mucho over the top rope. Oh, and forget it. Nerdzilla just nailed him, and he's out.
Nerdzilla.
And there goes Zaretta over the top. Stacks trying to get, now,
Oh, look
there's the Desperado, got rid of the Stacks. Zaretta, though, gets back in under the bottom rope, or almost.
And look at this, Veritas.
Nerdzilla going through the double clothesline, taking out both men.
But Rose and Veritas had the good idea there, Dan, to try to double team up on Nerdzilla, but just didn't work. And now Nerdzilla has both Veritas and Rose in his sights.
Splash on Rose, splash on Veritas. Nerdzilla looks to be the most dangerous competitor in this ring in front of us, Tyler.
And look at this, Rango Zaretta in trouble. He's on the outside. Danny Everboy, wait, oh, skadoosh with the right hand. Down goes Zaretta.
And out goes Zaretta. Nerdzilla, low bridge, and he's been eliminated. Rose and Veritas left in this ring. The Desperado and Everborn left in the other. Tyler, it could very well come down to tag team partners doing battle with one another.
It could, as Rose and Danny Everborn, they're out experienced here. Look at that, we're seeing
There goes Everborn.
No, he's holding on to the top.
He's hanging on.
But the Desperado,
That knee caught him, and he's out.
Straight down the pipe. There goes Danny
Veritas,
Everborn.
no, Veritas reversed it. There goes Rose. And it's going to be, Tyler, we speculated, and it came about.
And now what type of position does this put in Vinny in?
That's a good question.
Both of her monsters.
Is she going to allow it? That's the question. Was to say, let's just call it a night. Let's make it a draw.
You see Vinny going in between both of them. Like, she just said, go ahead.
She said, go at it.
And now Veritas making the travels to the Desperados ring. And we got a battle of the Invoked, Dan.
Well, Tyler, I take exception with the fact they went in that ring and not the one in front of us. I got to crane my neck.
I have to agree with you there, Dan. But
all right, Desperado at the receiving end of a knife-edge chop. They seem very hesitant to go at it, Tyler.
Nick Turner saying, let me see what you got. Oh, excuse me, former Nick Turner, the Desperado. Oh!
I don't see the sense in that. Why stand there and take it? If they're going to fight each other, fight each other.
What sense is in the Invoked, Dan? I mean, they're both psychotic. Desperado looks like he's loading up something here. Oh, he poked him in the eyes.
Right to the eyes. He's smart. Desperado now on Veritas. Desperado with a bit more of experience. Veritas has a little bit of a size advantage.
Oh, man,
but these two know each other so well being a tag team, Tyler.
They do, and look at that knee falling up again. Those knee strikes are so dangerous from Veritas, the big scarecrow now. He's got Desperado right where he wants him, Dan.
Remember, Tyler, this is pinfall or submission at this point. Over the top rules will not apply. Referee Andy Veronica 2.
Desperado going to the corner. Right here, Veritas trying to tap into that dark place, rushing in.
Right into an elbow. Desperado gets that elbow up. And oh, man, straight kick right to the face. Desperado, a black belt.
That could do it.
In
One,
Jiu-Jitsu two. I can't believe Veritas kicked out of that, Tyler.
And you know, one thing is, no one knows each other better than these two competitors right in here. They're the Invoked. It's like a brotherhood under the leadership of NVIDIA. And right now, Turner's taking it out.
That's sick to even think about.
Yeah.
All right. Now that's a cover.
Ooh.
Desperado leaping elbow drop. Now a proper cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only gets a 2 count.
It seems like Veritas is just holding on to this one. Right now, Desperado in full control, Dan.
Desperado now snatching that rear chin lock, trying to wear him down. Both men have taken a lot of abuse in the Battle Royal portion of this matchup. Veritas getting back up to his feet, though.
And Vinny's got this big smile on his face. He loves watching our monsters go to battle. Look at this! Oh!
Modified Blue Thunder Bomb nails it, but both men are down.
And he calls that one the Blood Thunder Bomb. Veritas getting back into this one.
Desperado trying to create some separation here now. Veritas back to his feet. Desperado 25 feet across the ring. They're corner to corner now. Here comes Desperado. He put on the brakes. Veritas
so agile for a man his size. You just can't even believe your own eyes. Look at this. Inside out. Oh.
Running elbow nails him. Veritas light on his feet for a big man. Desperado nails him with those elbows successively.
Oh, but he got caught this time, and
Down he goes. Veritas, though, not going for a cover. He could be looking for that knee right to the face.
No,
he's looking for the stop.
He got it.
And that's going to do it, I think.
Man, what a
for the cover. He's really taking his time going for the cover, though.
1, 2, and 3.
He got him.
Here's your winner, Veritas.
Tyler, Veritas gets the Duke in the Randy Hunter Memorial Battle Royal.
Great job by Veritas going to war with his brother in the Invoked. And now the Invoked still successful, even though Big Turner was defeated here. I think the Invoked are going to celebrate here tonight, or whatever they do when they win.
God only knows, Tyler. It looks like they're going to let the battle stay in the ring, raising each other's hand. They embrace, and the Invoked still a tag team. The Crown Prince
of energy drinks, and it is going to be one energizing match, Dan. We're going to have a hard time keeping up with it, but let's go to the ring to Lucie Almeida.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
I'll tell you what, Dan, the Crown Prince of the last territory definitely does not need any energy drinks. He may just burst. I mean, this Marvin Cruz, ever since he was taken under the wing of Eddie Valentine, has bursted onto the scene. He's just always, I don't even know how to describe him, full of energy, just gets a little bit ahead of himself though sometimes.
He is, without a doubt, it's a great description, getting ahead of himself. Makes a lot of mistakes. He's still very young in his career. Very charismatic, and there he is, the Crown Prince, Marvin Cruz.
You don't have to scream. We're right here. Well, we know where he learned that one from.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's not going to have any backup or any help. The rest of the King's Court is preparing for war, Tyler.
An all-out war still to come in our main event. A match has been building up pretty much the first half of the year. 6 months has been leading up to this moment here in the main event. And how about that? How about marvelous Marvin Cruz to swing the momentum the way to the King's Court, get a victory over Vinny Pacifico here tonight.
Well, easier said than done, Tyler. Vinny Pacifico, of course, is a world-traveled wrestler, has tons of experience, has encountered many different styles, and that's going to serve him well in this matchup against Marvin Cruz here tonight. Almeida having some audio issues here. Just gave her a new microphone. Let's see if it works.
And his opponent.
We're back in business.
It is a live show.
Coming to the ring with an energy drink in each hand, looks like.
It's always a pleasure to see Power Punch Vinny Pacifico back here in the last territory. Every time we see him here in CCW, Dan, he's always turning the house down, bringing that energy, and the crowd usually always gets behind Vinny Pacifico. Like you said, 11 years of experience compared to Marvin Cruz's not even 1 year of experience, just starting his wrestling journey. Marvin Cruz has the cards stacked up against him. But man, Pacifico just coming off of a European tour, has been traveling in Japan. This guy, just everywhere he goes, he seems to find success, Dan.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, 11 years of experience, not just in one specific area. Like the last territory, live events every single weekend. Our guys are in the ring doing it. But Vinny Pacifico has a much different talent pool to go up against, and different styles, and that's going to benefit.
Absolutely.
And look at that.
And Marvin Cruz, he knows about the experience, Dan. He knows about how well-traveled Vinny Pacifico is, and he was wasting no time.
He definitely came in with a strategy. Pacifico tried to roll out, create some separation, but Cruz right after him. Now they're going at it on the outside. Nice catch chop by Pacifico. Cruz trying to backpedal. Oh, man, forget it. Right hand to the jaw. Pacifico having none of it.
Yeah, not happy that he got blindsided by Marvin Cruz in this one. And he is letting Marvin Cruz have it here right now. Rolling on the outside.
These guys better take, well, I was going to say better pay attention to the count. But Cruz now back in, Pacifico in after him. Now finally both men back in the ring. Oh, running uppercut forearm by Pacifico. And a well-executed suplex.
Pacifico's so fast in there. He just had bursts of offense. Now cover one. Just a one count there.
Very early in the match. Cruz spends a lot of time in the gym. Got a lot left in the tank.
Yeah, a lot of time training as well in the CCW arena under the tutelage of our World Heavyweight Champion, King Valentine. But right now he's getting a little bit outclassed by Vinny Pacifico.
It's going to be the youthful exuberance of Marvin Cruz against the experience of Vinny Pacifico.
Pacifico rushing in, but Cruz had that one scouted, Dan.
Oh, man.
Look at Marvin.
Nicely done. Beautiful suplex. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. Two. Only gets a 2 count.
Wow, what an upset that would have been to finish this match just like that. You know, Eddie Valentine, he's preparing in the back, but you got to think he's got an eye on this one. Watching his
this is the inexperience shining through. Marvin Cruz complaining about the count. Spent about a good 30 seconds giving breathing room to his opponent. Now he's got a blatant choke on Pacifico.
And yeah, you see the cracks starting to show for Marvin Cruz, already getting frustrated in this one. Can't let his emotions get the better of him with a competitor like Vinny Pacifico.
Much loop and a slam, nicely done. And now again, right to the throat. You saw that boot right in the throat of Vinny Pacifico. Stop to the chest. Cruz very proud of the work he's done so far.
You're starting to see that mean streak of Cruz, but look at Pacifico answering right back.
Yeah, Pacifico got great resilience here, firing back on Cruz. Cruz now. Oh, he tried to go up and over that top rope. He got tripped up though. And Pacifico right back on him.
Those ropes are slippery, and Cruz, inexperienced, trying something new, and now Pacifico is making him pay. And now Cruz went for it again, and now he got it. Cruz learning from his mistakes, and now double axe.
Came down with that double axe handle connected. Pacifico was looking right at him, surprised he didn't sidestep him, Tyler.
And now that
again, here you go.
That patent little strut by Marvin Cruz. But too much time there. 1, 2.
He wasted 15 seconds before he went for the cover.
Dancing around the ring, showing off. And look at this Pacifico trying to fire up. But now
I'm sure the King's going to have words when he gets back to the locker room area.
But great job here by Cruz, getting back in control. Look at Pacifico how he went for the leg, but Marvin Cruz did a great job transitioning that into a head scissors.
Pacifico now trying to roll out of it here. He escaped the move.
He did indeed, Dan. He's back up to his feet. Went to the body, now the chest. Man, that right hand caught Pacifico right on the
Goes
chin.
for the cover, referee out of position. Two. You saw Pacifico as he kicked out right with that knee, right into the ribcage of Cruz.
Another forearm.
Oh, man. Now they're really going at it, Tyler.
They are
Pacifico, I think, getting the better of it.
He's got Marvin Cruz rocked right now on the ropes. Now taking him out for Irish whip. No, Cruz puts on the brakes, Dan.
Nice reversal, drop kick, a glancing blow, but enough to take Pacifico off of his feet. 1, 2, and only gets a 2 count.
Great drop kick that we saw Marvin Cruz has been working on that vertical leap. But again, getting frustrated now, facing his back towards Pacifico. And what is Cruz doing?
Well, Tyler, athleticism is not the problem for Marvin Cruz. It's inexperience, his showboating, and the time he takes can go from move to move. He's given Pacifico so much time to recover here as he climbs up to the top rope.
Looking for that double axe handle, but nobody holds. Instead, caught a right hand.
Pacifico now trying to fire himself up. He needs an energy drink, Tyler.
He needs one, but he's always got that caffeine coursing through his veins.
Oh, wait a minute. He just rolled to the outside. He reached to the outside. He's got one at the ready.
He's always on a caffeine craze, Dan, and he just took a sip. He's powered up. He's looking for it.
Clothesline. Down goes Cruz. And again.
Pacifico ducking that one. Goes around. Another uppercut there. Sends
Look
Cruz
out.
to the outside.
Stays on the apron, but he's at the receiving end of an insecurity right to the face. Cruz Pacifico now has him draped over that bottom, that middle rope. Oh, man. DDT. I would say that's enough to do it, but Pacifico taking his time here, not going for the cover, waiting for Cruz to get up and set him up for something else, Tyler.
Could be looking for it. Yeah! Going up. Oh, man. Now goes for the cover. 1, 2,
and 3. He got him.
Here's the winner, Vinny Pacifico.
Well, Vinny Pacifico picks up a win here at Game of War in Port St. Lucie over the Crown Prince, Marvin Cruz. The King is not going to be happy, Tyler.
Not at all. Power punch. Packed up Marvin Cruz here tonight. King's Court is not going to be happy, like you said. Cruz, though, showed so much potential in this one, but just that inexperience and showboating cost him the match at the end.
Tyler again, Vinny Pacifico successful in his match tonight against Marvin Cruz, but coming up next, a grudge match of former tag team partners, Ozzy Kilmeister and Skits.
It is Skits taking on Ozzy Kilmeister. Ever since Ozzy popped out of that coffin with that sledgehammer, he has been on a war path for Agony and Skits, and now, finally, Dan, he gets to get his hands on Skits once more. Let's go to the ring for Lucie Almeida.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
Kilmeister looks fit as a fiddle. I cannot believe he recovered From that devastating tombstone pile driver off the second rope, we thought he was done and gone from CCW. And just a month later, he comes out, you mentioned earlier, popped out of that coffin. Agony and Skits had the funeral for Ozzy Kilmeister planned. They rolled out that coffin and out popped Ozzy Kilmeister.
It has been the damnedest thing to see this back and forth between Skits, Agony, and Ozzy Kilmeister. And it was just last week, Bash at the Crew 53, where once again, Agony and Skits trying to put an end to Ozzy Kilmeister. Thankfully, the Invokes came out there on behalf of Ozzy Kilmeister, got him out there. But this is beyond personal, Dan. This is about a man's career. Skits has felt like in that friendship they had, that Ozzy took all the spotlight. That was all about Ozzy, and just something flipped in Skits' head. That main personality, that evil side of Skits came out, and he wants to end Ozzy for good.
Well, I mean, you got Agony at his beck and call. And that's the one thing we're going to have to be concerned about here tonight, or Ozzy Kilmeister is, where is Agony? And he can come out at any time.
And this is okay.
Kilmeister.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Skits is behind Ozzy. But Ozzy saw it coming. Bell sounds. Oh, Ozzy with a headbutt on Skits. Drags him to the center. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Here's your winner, Ozzy Kilmeister.
What the heck just happened?
Kilmeister just defeated Skits.
That's got to be record time, Tyler.
I mean, what was that, under 5 seconds, Dan? I mean, just like that.
Well, Kilmeister's looking down at Skits. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, he just crawled out from underneath the ring. And there's another Skits.
Oh, there's a fake Skits all along. Skits and Agony outsmarted Ozzy.
Well, now the referee's calling for the bell again.
We need help out
Wait,
here.
what the hell is going on?
And
Has
look
she
at-
restarted the match, or is this match over?
I think this match is over.
no.
Agony chokes them. They're trying to end his career.
I need to get some clarification from the referee here. Well, the referee's checking on Kilmeister. Now she's restarting the match.
And here comes Skits going right after Ozzy. I mean, Ozzy just got chokeslammed.
Oh, I call foul. He pinned. Well, I didn't pin that Skits. He pinned a Skits.
He pinned a fake Skits. And look now, Skits. Oh,
Beautiful cross body.
and a 1, 2. Ozzy
Kilmeister
kicks
gets
out.
his shoulder up. Tyler, you can't kill the metal.
You can't. The
But
most.
Skits is trying. Boy, he's really going to work with those right hands. And you hear the fans here solidly behind Kilmeister. Ozzy, one of the most popular wrestlers in Coastal Championship Wrestling, particularly here in Port St. Lucie on the Treasure Coast.
You can't kill the metal like you mentioned, Dan. Ozzy's so resilient. But now you got this Agony choking him on the outside. And what is enough? I mean, Agony just chokeslammed this man, and now we started this match, and Skits is picking him apart, man.
Skits now dragging Kilmeister back to the center of the ring. And it's been all Skits. Oh, man, swinging neck breaker. Hook away.
2.
Only a 2 count.
Look at that blatant choke, just trying to do anything he can to Ozzy Kilmeister. Skits.
Well, since Skits and Agony crawled out from underneath the ring, they've had total control over Kilmeister. I still want to have a conversation with Amy Veronica about the fact that there was a man pinned.
There was, but
I think that when she had a conference with Ozzy, he said, let's start another match.
yeah, it's just one of those tough spots to be an official, you know, Dan. I mean, No one could predict that. Skits coming out. Ozzy wants to keep going.
Well, Skits clearly not doing his homework. Doesn't know his former partner as well as we thought he did. As you see him slamming his head into the turnbuckle to absolutely no effect. In fact, I think that woke up Kilmeister.
It did indeed. The most hardcore metalhead in all of professional wrestling. Ozzy Kilmeister.
Oh, senton connects.
The most metal senton you'll ever see. And Ozzy somehow, I think, it breathed a new life into him. Back in this one, he's looking to send Skits to the mosh pit, Dan.
Head of steam, and he nails him. He's moshing now. And again, uppercut forearm that time. And Skits is on wobbly legs.
And rolls through, hit him with a roll factor. Spiked him, Dan.
He almost put him right through the mat. How did he kick out of that, Tyler?
Man, both these guys, even Skits, so resilient.
Agony pacing around the ringside. He's got to keep his eye on him, Tyler.
I
hear this crowd really behind Kilmeister here. They want to see Ozzy get victory as he drags Skits back to his feet. Looks like he's going for that ripcord, but Skits driving the elbow into the head, drop toe hold. Onto the center rope goes Kilmeister, pulls himself back up.
Now Skits, full head of steam, but Ozzy saw it coming. Sent Skits to the outside apron.
They're battling back and forth here now. Kilmeister has him, looks like he's trying to suplex him back in.
Looks like he is.
He's got him up in that stalling suplex.
The power of Ozzy Kilmeister. Oh, but
wait, Agony just pulled him. No.
Hey.
Tyler, I don't know if you saw it. I saw it. Agony had to
come on
now. Agony all over Kilmeister.
And again, like every week, it seems like we need some help for Ozzy Kilmeister.
Clothesline, now he's setting up for another choke slam. No! Up and down he goes. See, this is the problem with these two.
And again, choking the life out. Look at Agony trying to get him off.
The fact that they got victory is not enough for them, Tyler. They want to end this guy's career.
This is every time. Agony getting involved, or it's Skits getting involved. Stealing it right from under Ozzy Kilmeister.
Nobody can!
And they are destroying Ozzy Kilmeister again, Dan. Make it 2 weeks in a row. Look at Ozzy's on his knees, still knocked down. You just can't kill a metal, well now he's falling down for pain. And the question is, Dan, where do we go from here? What's it going to take?
I was just going to say the same thing. We got to figure out a way, or CCW officials need to figure out a way to get Kilmeister and Skits in a one-on-one situation where there's not going to be any interference.
Good look on that, trying to maintain Agony as these two monsters now walk away.
And Tyler, you hear the crowd still chanting for Ozzy Kilmeister. I mean, clearly he was robbed. Skits and Agony had a plan from the beginning and put it into great effect. And Skits picks up the win. Coming up next, the Port St. Lucie debut of Big Ben Bishop as he takes on Alan Martinez.
There's nothing but trouble coming our way with Big Ben Bishop, and he has taken on Alan S2S Martinez. And I did see in the back, we got Fonzie in the house in the corner of S2S, and it is starting right now. Let's go to Lucie Almeida in the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Get ready to get ready, because here comes
From Providence, Rhode Island, standing at 6 feet 12 inches tall.
What?
Weighing at 15% of a metric ton. Big Trouble Ben Bishop.
Big Trouble Ben Bishop, 6'12". I'm no mad genius, Tyler, but I think that's 7 feet tall.
Listen, I am not going to argue with a viral sensation in Big Trouble, Ben Bishop. I mean, 7 feet taller, as he says, 6'12". You just don't want to mess with this guy because he brings nothing but trouble. And so far, Dan, he is undefeated here in CCW. He has been running roughshod in Tampa and in Nashville. And of course,
he's throwing everything at you.
Yeah, no,
he doesn't like you, Tyler.
Apparently not. I mean, I just met the guy.
And here's his opponent.
What was that?
Very complimentary. Tyler, talk about a Davey and Goliath situation. Alan Martinez, small in stature, but he's got a heart the size of Texas.
And there's a reason why Alan S2S Martinez gets put in these type of matches, because it doesn't matter how much odds there are, how much you stack the deck against Alan S2S Martinez, he finds a way. Si se puede, yes we can, and especially with that man, Bill Alfonso in his corner, anything is possible. 2 months ago, going back, bashing through 52, S2S defeated AJ Francis, defeated a giant, something, you know, when we first called him, we thought he would not be able to do, and he proved us wrong, he proves everyone wrong. But of course, we have to talk about what occurred, that backstabbing of Ariel Levy, and especially last week, pulling Bill Alfonso in the way, having Alan S2S crash down on Fonzie.
Yeah, Fonzie still seems pretty spry. Doesn't seem to be feeling the effects of that injury from last week at Bash the Brew coming in from the tank down in Miami. Fonzie, that is one tough customer. Look, oh my goodness gracious. Tyler, look at this.
You're not seeing things. That is a size difference. I think you could stack 2 S2S's and Big Ben Bishop might be taller.
He might be. He's more than a foot tall. 7 feet tall, and I think S2S is about 5'6", 5'7". He's a foot and a half taller.
Again, never count out S2S. He always finds a way, but
underneath grabs a waist lock, but he's not going to have much luck doing that.
Look at Ben Bishop not face, just
wait, just grab the arm and just chuck him over his hip. Fonzie up there to confer with Alan Martinez. Martinez, the only thing I do know about him, he knows how to use the size disadvantage he has to his advantage, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
That was a little convoluted, but he really knows how to use that. Look at this. This is insulting.
This is a big mistake. This is someone in big trouble. Ben Bishop coming to the last territory who has not done his homework on Alan S2S Martinez.
And Martinez not taking kindly to it. High-faced Bishop. I don't know, he should have just drop-kicked him right in the face. That would have called him.
Showed up, but...
And there you go, Martinez chopping away at those legs. Out of the way of that clothesline. He's going to use that speed and agility, Tyler. And the thing about Bishop, though, forget the fact that he's 7 foot tall or 6'12". I mean, he is put together.
He is chiseled, he is built. As Alan is going with these rapid boots, and now a knee.
Cover him. Back his leg. We got a 1 count. Now Martinez is going to have to go for that pin every opportunity he gets.
I mentioned how Ben Bishop, he is undefeated here at CCW as he just goes right up and over on Alan.
Martinez, lands on his feet on the apron, catches him with an enziguri now. Martinez could be looking for a springboard here.
He is indeed. Anti-air, courtesy of that big chop from Big Trouble. But Ben Bishop, he has been on fire around the country. I mean, he has been blowing up on Instagram, Facebook. Like I said, the guy's a viral sensation Everyone's been looking for him to get up in here. Now he is here in the floor event center in last territory, going to battle with S2S Martinez.
Oh, man, that elbow just driving into the skull of S2S. Harder the Buckley goes. Bishop followed him in. Bishop, oh, man, he looks like Kilmeister.
Now with those back
He's
elbows.
moshing, but to devastating effect. Now he's got him up on his shoulders. Uh-oh. Martinez in serious trouble here.
Just carried out like he weighs nothing.
Oh, my goodness. Just threw him down with some velocity.
And now this padded elbow.
I'm afraid that's going to do it. 1, 2. Look at that. Martinez pounding out Fonzie halfway in the ring, making sure there's no pin. Bishop now trying to wear down Martinez. He's got the left arm and he's got the chin. He's trying to separate his shoulder from his rest of his body there.
You know one thing, Dan, but not only does S2S got big trouble Ben Bishop, that he's trying to get away from the disadvantage. He's trying to get a win here tonight. You know he's got it in the back of his head, have Ariel Levy and this brothership that has been destroyed and all that, but oh, look at that.
Very innovative. Nicely done by Martinez. He climbed the ropes.
We know all that.
Look at that leaping forearms and a leaping spin kick to the midsection. And a size 15 right to the face of S2S.
But all these outside factors have to be playing a factor inside that mind of S2S. Now cover 1, 2.
Yeah, they got to be weighing heavily on him and Fonzie. Fonzie's put himself in the position he's going to be the special guest referee as these two have a rematch, Ariel Levy and Martinez. If Martinez is able to even make that match with the abuse he's taken here tonight.
Big trouble. Ben Bishop has been in firm control, dominating Allen S2S Martinez thus far with that big and clubbing blow. Fonzie trying to do anything he can to try to get in the mind of Ben Bishop.
Bishop is pulling him into that shoulder block. And again, man, that one caught him right in the jaw.
And Allen looks almost lifeless here, man. Like
He looks like he's out on his feet. Uh-oh, wait a minute. He could be good. Oh, man. He had him set up for the hard punch made famous by Ox Baker and Stan Stasiak, Tyler. But he came across with a chop. Not quite as devastating as that fist. That heart pulled back could cause some serious damage.
Sounded like a baseball bat cracking at the chest of Allen. Now scoops him up. Could be thinking, oh, backbreaker. Or that giant knee.
Martinez in serious trouble here. He's going to have to mount some offense, Tyler, in a hurry, or he's going to have no chance in this match.
And you see Fonzie screaming, pound the mat, trying to get Allen back into it, but
And another backbreaker.
just looks like tonight that size is too much for S2S.
Bishop warning Fonzie to stay out of it.
Now putting,
Fonzie not shy about interjecting himself into matches to help his man.
now looking for a third one, but look at
Like DDT! Beautiful, great counter by Martinez.
He dropped Bishop on his head, and now
Roundhouse kick right to the head. Martinez now going to the outside. Could be looking to come off the top. Tyler, he could be looking for Meteore.
the leader of the CC put a movement on top rope. Oh no!
Bishop up too quickly.
Bishop's got him goozled up there, Dan.
But look at Martinez gamely firing back.
And now just, oh man! He landed on that top rope of the second ring. My goodness!
Bishop now over the top rope. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Tyler, but pitfalls cannot count in that ring. He's got to get him back in the original ring where the match started, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, the referee should be counted here, but
Eller's just moseying on over to the other ring, officiating the match.
I think he doesn't want to tell anything to Ben Bishop. He wants
I can't blame him there.
to stay out of Bishop's way, and if they want to take this match in the second ring, they're going to take it, but I don't know if that is in the rule books.
Looks like the match is going to continue in the other ring.
I mean, S2S landed very awkward on that top rope.
Oh, he's got him up in that bear hug, Tyler.
Yeah, he's targeting those ribs and that back.
Oh, man.
That just collided with that top rope, and now Beal throw. Oh, man.
Huge Beal throw out of the corner. Martinez just getting manhandled here.
Look at big trouble.
Drops the leg, and that could be it.
Leg drop,
One,
leg two.
And boy, look at Martinez. Boy, this guy does not quit, Tyler.
I mean, S2S, he's just one of those guys when you think about the heart and soul of the last territory. No quit in Allen, but now getting dumped back to the outside. Fonzie trying to talk to Allen, talk to him some strategy, trying to inspire him.
I think he's just helping him up.
That's too, Dan.
Bishop now with Martinez clubbing forearm to the chest. They better pay attention to the count here. Eller counting away. And again, I still question the fact that they're wrestling in that other ring. I'm a stickler for the rules, Tyler. You know me.
And right now, Bishop is just wailing on S2S on the outside. Got lined up. Oh, head first on ring apron. So much has taken damage here from S2S, from his ribs to his back, targeting of the face. I mean, if there's any damage that Ben Bishop could do, he has done it. This one, 1, 2, and again, S2S.
And somehow, boy, he's just got so much fight in him.
It's that si se puede. It's not just a catchphrase, it's a lifestyle. Yes, we can. Taken all the way from Chile here to Florida in the last territory. Allen S2S Martinez, where is it?
Hard into the buckle again, Tyler. Face first to the mat. Goes Martinez. He's going to have to dig down deep and figure out a way to get back on offense. You see him driving his head into the midsection, and Bishop barely had an effect.
Just to go off the fact that Ben Bishop is on fire right now in his career, undefeated in the last territory, and right now it looks like he's going to just add S2S to that list.
Well, Bishop slowly moving in, and Martinez got that boot up. Bishop caught it, though. Oh! Boy, Martinez caught him that time.
Climbed up that ladder now.
Right in the jaw. Now Martinez quickly up to the top rope.
Top rope there,
Going for Meteor, but Bishop just too powerful.
Fireman's carry now. Bishop looking to slam down Martinez one more time. Could this be it? Martinez waving those feet, trying to get out of the grasp. Oh, no, he can't.
Just dumped him down unceremoniously. No style there, but just devastation. Hooks 1, 2,
and 3. No!
Martinez gets the shoulder up again. A very nonchalant cover by Ben Bishop. And when you're in the ring with the legs of Allen Martinez, that is not a good idea. Martinez gets that shoulder up. But Bishop now looks like he's setting him up here. Looking for that goozle, and he's got him goozled, Tyler. If he hits this choke slam, we can say goodnight.
And look at this.
Look at Martinez. Gets both legs over the shoulder, looking for a Hurricane Rana, but just Bishop is so powerful.
And that's to a turn final. He does Hurricane Rana. Sent Bishop to the top turnbuckle. Now drop kick. And Allen with another one.
Again, not enough behind it to take Bishop off his feet. Slingshot, clothesline, but again, Bishop maintaining his feet here as Martinez goes to the outside once again.
What is it going to take from Allen S2S Martinez? Crossbody.
Nah, he caught him. He's too strong, Tyler.
Too big, too strong for S2S. Now coming that power slam position. But Allen again slipping out.
Martinez wriggles free. Oh, look out. He just crushed Martinez and Randy Eller. Eller is down. Bishop over the top rope to the outside. What does he have in mind? Oh, wait a minute. He just ordered Lucie Almeida out of her chair. And Lucie not hesitating to get the heck out of the way.
And he's got a big
a steel chair now. Fonzie waving his hand saying he can't do this. Well, the referee Randy Eller is down.
The damage
and nobody's stopping him, Tyler.
The damage has been done to S2S. He doesn't need to do this. He's got a chair in his hands. But looks like he's going to be swinging, but Fonzie's in the ring.
He's got a good grip on the top of that chair. He's pulling down Bishop now. Well, wait a minute, Fonzie. Get the hell out of there, Fonzie.
Fonzie, get out of the ring. Get out of the. Oh, and he just.
Look out.
Come on, that's a legend. But look at
Martinez on
S2S top row!
He drop kicked the chair right into Bishop's face. Fonzie gets the chair out of the ring.
That chair laid right
Hit
in
the
the
referee,
head.
Fonzie. Eller. Fonzie trying to rouse.
1, 2, 3.
He got him. Unbelievable.
Here's your winner, Alan Martinez.
Tyler, Randy Eller dragged by Fonzie into position, saw the shoulders down, made the 3 count. Unbelievable turn of events.
Dan, I think we can start referring to S2S as the Giant Slayer. I mean, come on. Defying the odds, turning the tables on Ben Bishop. Bishop had no business bringing that chair in the ring, and Alan S2S Martinez comes off from the top rope, shotgun drop kicks that chair right into the face of S2S. Wow, what a match.
Unbelievable. Alan Martinez defying the odds once again. And thank God Fonzie was there, Tyler.
Exactly. Looks like Fonzie and S2S are on the same page. Exactly what we love to see here.
Tyler, Bishop brought that steel chair into the ring, and it turned the tables on him, and it serves him right.
It absolutely.
Tyler, coming up next, our one and only title match of the night.
It is coming up. It is the one we have been waiting for. The CCW Women's Championship is on the line as Ruthie J defends against her former friend in Nikki Blackheart. The Enforcer is now in her own, and she is going for that Women's Championship once again, and it is happening right now. Let's go to Lucie Almeida in the ring.
Tyler, here comes the challenger. Nikki Blackheart in tip-top condition.
It was back 2 months ago in this very building at Anniversary 21. Nikki Blackheart got her first opportunity for the CCW Women's Championship gold against Ruthie J, a woman that Nikki Blackheart thought was her mentor, a friend, a sister figure. Well, that woman then just pushed Nikki Blackheart to the side, almost bullying Blackheart, using Blackheart. Blackheart said enough is enough, turned against Ruthie J, and almost captured that CCW Women's Championship. Was Ruthie J who snaked her way out of that one and retaining the Women's Championship. Ever since then, Blackheart has just been getting better and better, getting win after win, leading her up to this moment, Dan.
She has, look at that pose. She's been spending a lot of time in the gym, a lot of time in the ring, and she is ready for this challenge. Tyler, here comes the champion. She calls herself the 5-star athlete. She's every bit of that.
She is one of the best athletes here in CCW, has all the tools in the toolbox, and she's got the hardware to show for it. How about this, Ruthie J, 617 days as women's champion. You can thank a lot of that to the woman she's facing in Nikki Blackheart, who assisted her in so many of those matches.
Absolutely. Very early on in her reign, it was Nikki Blackheart that helped her win a handful of matches. All right, let's go for the official introductions, Tyler.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the CCW Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from the Dominican Republic, Nikki Blackheart. And her opponent from Miami, Florida. She is the 600-plus day reigning and defending CCW Women's Champion, the 5-star athlete, Ruthie J.
Ruthie J, CCW Women's Champion, and proud of it, Tyler. And she has no intention of letting go of that grip she has on that championship belt.
Such an impressive title reign, the third longest reigning women's champion here in CCW.
Amy Veronica holding that title high in the air, signifying the fact that it is indeed on the line here tonight at Game of War in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Amy Veronica, an outstanding official here in CCW, checking both competitors for weapons. And Ruthie J sidestepping her, going right in the face of Nikki Blackheart.
These two women are ready to go at it. So much animosity been building for months and months.
Tyler, the bell is sounded and this title match is underway. Of course, Nikki Blackheart with the strength and size advantage. Ruthie J certainly with a vast amount of experience over Nikki Blackheart. And she's going to have to rely on that experience if she hopes to get past the challenger.
Dan, I have to mention, Nikki Blackheart shared on social medias online that June 14th is not just any ordinary date. June 14th marks the date where unfortunately Nikki Blackheart's mother passed away a couple of years ago. And she said that this date is going to go down as a date of redemption for Nikki Blackheart. June 14th, today's date.
She's using that as an inspiration. Well, good for her. Blackheart has that side headlock applied. Ruthie J looking for an escape here.
Blackheart just biceps, all the power squeezing at the head of Ruthie J, but J quick up to her feet.
Ruthie J now looking for an escape here, driving some forearms into the rib cage. But Blackheart setting her free, only to send her into the rope. She caught her on that crossbody attempt to hoist her right up on her shoulders. Tyler, this could be it here. She looks going for a press slam.
Oh, she is. Look at the power of Blackheart on full display. Ruthie J up in the air.
Tyler, she's walking around the ring with her.
Unbelievable. Feet are shot.
It's straight down. Go, that's it. Go for the cover. Referee out of position. Two. Only gets a 2 count.
Ruthie J is one of the most dominant women's champions for a reason.
Yeah, it's very early on in the match, and Ruthie J, great cardiovascular conditioning, very A lot of time spent in the gym and in the CCW training facility. Can't take anything away from the champion.
No, it's going to take a lot to straggle this women's championship away from the hands of Ruthie J.
Pair of knife edge chops. Sends her for the ride. Ruthie J dropping down in front of her. Leapfrog. Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Oh, man, she landed.
She came down hard on that leapfrog. It looks like she might have hurt her knee.
That looked awkward, Dan, the way she came down on that knee. She might have twisted it the wrong way on the landing.
Veronica checking her to see if she can continue the match. Tyler, if she can't continue, is that tantamount to a submission? Does she lose the title?
That might be official's call here. If she can't continue. I mean, how unfortunate this is.
Amy Veronica holding back Nikki Blackheart. Blackheart wants to.
Oh, Jay full sprint ahead, and that is exactly why she has been champion for
Look at this. She's dancing around now.
For 600 plus days, Dan. Antics like this. She knows every trick in the book, and she will unload any one of them to get an advantage in this one.
Now just mauling Blackheart. Ruthie J now picking her up by the hair. Head first into the buckle.
And it's crazy to think what both of these competitors have been through, all the animosity. Nikki Blackheart backed away from her. Let the referee check on her, and still Ruthie J took advantage of that.
Of course. Ruthie J is dastardly.
And right there, Blackheart, though, caught her with a boot to the midsection.
And again, she caught her coming in twice in a row. Blackheart pulling herself up by the rope. She's back to her feet. Oh, forearm caught her right in the side of the head. Ruthie J in trouble now. Oh, but Ruthie J driving a knee into the midsection.
Now Ruthie trying to look like she was trying to send her out. But
Blackheart turned the tables on her. Ruthie J hard to the floor here at the MidFlorida Event Center. Blackheart now looks to be going after her, but no, referee Amy Veronica stopping her. Veronica starting to administer the count here.
And you know Ruthie J is going to milk this count as long as she can, take all her time in the world. And where's Ruthie going? She's headed out of here.
She's saying she's calling it a night. She's waving her off.
She's getting
Nikki Blackheart's having none of that. She's grabbing her belt. Blackheart from behind here. But Ruthie J, oh man! Right back into the corner post, spine first at the angled part of the corner post. Tyler, that could have done some serious damage.
Yeah, that was a bad landing on that back of Nikki Blackheart. I think Ruthie J did a successful job of suckering in Blackheart, getting her off her game, and now send her back into the ring.
Yeah, she wants her inside where she put an end to this. We got Blackheart back to her feet, maybe by instinct alone. Ruthie J diving through, coming through with a beautiful drop kick.
Great job outside in so quick is Ruthie J.
She's taking a lot of time, Tyler. Now finally going over, hook of the leg, two. Wasted way too much time. You're not going to pin Nikki Blackheart by giving her that much of a chance to recover. Ruthie J now, dragging her up by her hair. And now from behind, gets her in her rear chin lock. You see how she has all her weight coming down to the neck, back, and shoulders. Trying to wear her down and take away that oxygen.
Trying to press down as much as she can on the big Nikki Blackheart.
Blackheart really needs to get back up to a vertical base here, alleviate some of that downward pressure.
Easier said than done. Ruthie J's on top of you. Ruthie J's such a great technician, great ground wrestler. Oh.
1, 2, and Blackheart kicked out, and it was a weak kick out, Tyler.
It was. I think still that ring post on the outside, the way she clipped her back, I think that took a lot out of Blackheart.
And again, Ruthie J with a handful of hair here on the challenger, wagging the finger in her face, admonishing her. Now a slap to the face, and that's just going to raise the ire of Blackheart. That might have been a mistake, Tyler. Blackheart's got a short fuse. There you see a clothesline. Down goes Ruthie J. And again, almost took her head off with that one. Back elbow.
And Ruthie J did a good job at waking up Nikki Blackheart. Blackheart's looking to take all that animosity, all that anger, take it all out.
Beautiful power slam. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. That was close, but not enough to beat the champion.
And Blackheart's got to keep it up on Ruthie J. We talked about Jay's cardio. We talked about how Ruthie J can stay in a match and make it go long. Nikki Blackheart wants to try to end it as soon as possible.
Well, I think you're right about that. The longer the match goes, the more it's going to favor the champion, just based on the size differential and the weight that Nikki Blackheart is carrying. Not an ounce of fat on this gal, but a lot of muscle. She's still heavier than Ruthie J. Oh, drives her down. That could be it. 1, 2.
No.
Somehow Ruthie J able to power out of that. I mean, give the champion credit. She is one tough customer.
She has done so much to get to this position, hold that championship for as long as she had so far. Oh, look at that duck. And now going
Pulls her up. 1, 2. She's got a handful of tights.
And look at that. Thank
Amy
goodness.
caught her.
Official referee, Amy Veronica, catching her there. Great job putting an end to that pinfall attempt.
How about Ruthie J going right at her, grabbing at the face. Look at Ruthie. Wow! The Ruthie J hoists her up onto her shoulders.
Of Ruthie J. Down.
Beautifully done. That could be it. 1, 2. And look at, man, I can't believe she powered out of that. That's the strength on display of Nikki Blackheart. But Blackheart, still the worst for wear. She's slow to get up. She's barely even rolled over. Now, getting up to her knees here. She needs to get back up to her feet.
And I think we're seeing that hate and animosity fuel both of these women, because we do not see Ruthie J power up like that and pull a power move.
Well, that was impressive.
It was. But I think it's just she's pulling out all the stops to try to put an end to Nikki Blackheart here in her chase for this women's championship.
Ruthie J's got her perched on that top rope. Could be looking for a superplex here. Ruthie J has used that to great effect. But Blackheart knows the champion so well, firing back, and man, you hear that one. Oh, and a knife edge chop overhand.
Repeated chops.
Ruthie J's got her cinched. Can she get her over?
Could be thinking superplex here, Dan. What's the power, Ruthie J?
Well executed, but it took a lot out of the champion as well, it looks like, Tyler.
It took a lot out of both of these women. Man, Ruthie J, every time we see her, just so impressive, now showing new feats of strength.
Both women are down, and the referee administering the count. If neither can get back to their feet before the 10 count. Oh, wait a minute, 2.
Oh,
wow, that couldn't get much closer, Tyler. Nikki barely got that shoulder up.
Just brushing that arm off of her, just barely.
Yeah, Ruthie J had the wherewithal to get an arm draped over her chest to get that cover. And Ruthie J now back to her feet. Blackheart, slow to get to hers, and Ruthie J looks frustrated and fired up.
Yeah, she has to be thinking, what is it going to take? Well, it looks like she's going to try to pull a page out. Blackheart looking for a Blackheart bomb, maybe. Putting out the cigarette on her back.
Got her hooked.
Oh, no. It takes a lot of strength to get someone up for that Blackheart bomb. Ruthie J just didn't have it. Oh, and she got paintbrush, Dan. And now,
wait a minute.
Boot to the midsection. Go on, Blackheart bomb.
Nailed it. 1, 2, 3. We got a new champion. Unbelievable. Just like that, Tyler. Tyler, fans throwing streamers in the ring. It's celebration time at Game of War.
As the black and purple streamers fly into the ring, June 14th, 2025. It is a date of redemption for Nikki Blackheart as she has captured the CCW Women's Championship, vanquishing Ruthie J. What a match. That Blackheart bomb, Dan, I'll tell you what, it gets the job done no matter who it is up against. She got it locked in tonight, and it hit a home run for Blackheart.
We have a new CCW Women's Champion. Congratulations to Nikki Blackheart.
What a moment, Dan. This woman, everything that she's been through these years, that betrayal from Ruthie J, from Anniversary 21, not being able to capture that women's championship to now, Nikki Blackheart has done it. And you know, the whole purpose of Nikki Blackheart going her own way was now the enforcer was going to enforce for herself. And now she's captured that women's championship, and now that path starts, Dan.
That's right. The real work begins now because all comers are going to be coming at her. I'm sure Ruthie J will be looking for a rematch without a doubt. And our women's roster is deep. Aaliyah James, Carolina Cruz, Kristen Blaze. The list goes on and on. Up in Nashville, J. Rod, I'm sure she'll be making her way down to Florida to challenge for that title.
I can tell you what, Nikki Blackheart will be prepared for all of them, but for tonight is a night of celebration for our new women's champion, Nikki Blackheart.
Tyler, a big congratulations to our new women's champion, Nikki Blackheart. It's a path she started down and worked hard to achieve. She finally did it.
What a moment here at Game of War 3. What a moment for Nikki Blackheart vanquishing Ruthie J. What a title reign by Ruthie J. 617 days, but tonight belongs to Nikki Blackheart, new women's champion.
Tyler, we're going to take a quick break as they erect the steel cage around both rings to prepare for war.
Wrestling fans. Hey, wrestling fans. Tell me when. Wrestling fans, this is the best part of the show. We are preparing for the wrestling fans. This is the best part of the show. We are going into our main event at the Game of War 2025. Sarah Wilder, what a show!
Well, yeah, I thought it was the best part because they get to hang out with us right now.
You get to see us for a few minutes while that demonic structure is constructed. We just saw a new CCW women's champion, Nikki Blackheart. You heard it on the anniversary of the loss of her mother. This was an amazing moment. I got emotional. One of the best matches I've ever seen from Nikki, from Ruthie.
What a better way to honor her mother than
100%.
by winning the CCW Women's Championship and against Ruthie J, who has held the title for 617 days.
I was about to say that. Ruthie J, 617 days. Just an incredible reign and an incredible match. And, you know, we'll see what the future holds. They'll wrestle again. But I think that was almost a perfectly wrestled match by Nikki Blackheart. And that's why she is our new CCW Women's Champion. Incredible. We saw earlier tonight Marvin, Cruz, and Vinny Pacifico, which was great. We saw Skits using mind games against Ozzy Kilmeister. Incredible.
You know,
I think the CCW Executive Committee needs to take a look at that match. We're hearing casket match for Bash. What do you think?
that sounds amazing to me. You know, I hang out under that ring an awful lot.
That is your
and
home.
I have never seen any of those guys there before, so that really surprised me. I thought it was really a magical
We saw
moment.
a Skits minion, which blew my mind.
That wasn't Skits?
We saw Skits duplicating, cloning himself tonight. But we're going to see at Bash of the Brew 54 in July, we are going to see a casket match. Agony and Ozzy Kilmeister, that is confirmed. So you go and you buy those tickets right now. Ben Bishop, 6'12", undefeated here at CCW. He has been crushing all the competition in Nashville, and a shocker in Port St. Lucie. Talk about a mismatch. Alan S2S Martinez victorious.
Is it really a shocker, though? I mean, you've seen the matches that Alan S2S has put on in the last territory. He's match of the year contender, like, every single year. I mean,
and this was another
really
one.
Surprised.
Of course, he has Bill Alfonso. Of course, he has his capacity crowd here at the MidFlorida Event Center with him. But really, I would still call that an upset. You know, Alan is Alan. He's incredible. I think one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. But Big Ben Bishop, he's huge. He's huge. He's 6'12", and he's all over the internet. And he's, you know, I think he's also the future. He's the truth. Ben Bishop. So that's not the last time we've seen Ben Bishop here in South Florida, in Florida. But Alan shocking the world. And then, of course, Nikki Blackheart we spoke about. Let's talk about the Game of War. You know what it is. It's the match beyond. No pinfalls, only submissions and knockouts. And we've got a knockout of a match.
Absolutely, man. So we've got Jackal Stevens, Alex Chamberlain, Stallion Rogers, Eddie Valentine going up against Cha-Cha, Meto, Maximus, and
It all really started at Anniversary. Eddie Valentine, he defeats Meto with the help of the King's Court. He forms the King's Court, and things really have come to a head. It's really like a super team. It's a Justice League of CCW when you look at his opponents. When you look at Domino, Cha-Cha Charlie, Maximus, Meto. All four of these men, obviously Domino, the Southeastern champion, but all four of these men easily could be a future CCW heavyweight champion, and they're stepping in the ring tonight with the CCW heavyweight champion, Eddie Valentine.
And we haven't even mentioned no DQ, no...
It's the match beyond. No pinfalls. The match does not begin until the 8th man enters the ring. It's 4-on-4. There's no disqualification. There's weapons. There's 2 huge cages. Let me tell you from experience, those cages have no give. That is solid steel. That is just flesh on metal, Sarah.
What? I would hate to hit one of those cages, I'll tell you what. And you know what? Honestly, I'm really excited to find out what weapons these guys bring to the ring. I mean, the steel cage around the ring is a weapon of itself.
It's a weapon in itself, correct.
But these guys could have sledgehammers. They could have machetes.
Trash cans,
You can see
ladders,
machete?
tables, doors. Everything's legal in the Game of War. And I'm excited for it.
I'm incredibly excited. I'm very
We had this is Game of War number 3. The first Game of War, incredible. My mentor, the great Kevin Sullivan, God rest his soul, he was so instrumental in putting this match together and bringing the match beyond to CCW, and it's so awesome to see. We saw Gangrel tap out Ariel Levy in Game of War 1, the at the time CCW heavyweight champion, in an instant classic. Last year we saw main event monster Fulton jump off the top of the cage through an injured Danny Briggs to cause a knockout. I mean, there's so many potential this year. Maximus is in his second Game of War match. Alex Chamberlain, I believe, is his second or third Game of War match.
So do you think they'll have a little... Oh, well, no, you said Maximus. So each have a veteran of Game of War.
Cha-Cha Charlie has been in every single Game of War. He is the most experienced Game of War participant here tonight.
Well, that being
Jackal
said,
Stevens, I believe, has been in every single Game of War.
So do you think that the veterans have a little bit of advantage?
100%. If you know what to expect walking into this cage, if you know what to expect walking in to the match beyond, if you know the we're gonna get out of the way for the cage.
Folks.
Hey, we're live, pal. Things happen. Get that cage up. If you know beforehand what you're gonna feel, how that cage feels, how those weapons feels, you're prepared. You're prepared for the attack. You're prepared for what you're doing. So that experience absolutely will play into a huge factor into this match.
You know what? I think we're going to be seeing these vets using the actual cage as a weapon a little bit more.
I think there's no doubt about it.
It's got to be.
I got to also say, CCW, the last territory, we have an incredible team. This cage is getting up so quickly. So I want to talk about Summer Glory, August 23rd. You're going to see an amazing heavyweight title match, and we don't know who the champion is going to be yet. Can't really tell you the card because there's a lot of things happening. I also just was told from the back, Ruthie J, Nikki Blackheart. Ruthie J has demanded her immediate rematch, and she is getting it at Bash at the Brew 54. So Nikki Blackheart, she might have a very, very short time to celebrate this huge title victory, because that is happening. Ruthie J, Nikki Blackheart, Bash at the Brew 54. Also, Bash at the Brew 54 at the Tank. Oh, we're coming close here. At the Tank, we are seeing a casket match, Agony versus Ozzy Kilmeister. Tonight, Agony and Skits, they did it. They beat the Macho Man. Now they want to bury him. And of course, it's already been announced. Special guest referee, two men of the South American Alliance, former tag team champions, former best friends, former little brothers. They are the Golden Chileans. They are wrestling one-on-one with a special guest referee, Bill Alfonso. Brothers fight. I have 6 brothers. I just fought my entire life with them. Now it's like Daddy is the referee. Daddy is the referee at Bash of the Brew 54. That's going to be an incredible one.
I would hate to be Fonzie in that situation. I mean, I know Ariel has, he's turned a weird foot lately, but I mean, they've got history.
Ariel is Ariel. He's never changed. It's just the mentality. You have to look at through Ariel's point of view. He left. He was the CCW Tag Team Champion. He left. He had the Brazilian Destroyer Vinicius. He had Fonzie. He had Alan Estes Martinez. They were holding the fort down. He had obviously work that needed to be done at All Elite Wrestling. He comes back. No Brazilian Giant. Indefinitely suspended. No tag team titles. So as much as you like, sometimes it's tough love.
When you put it that way, I can really see where you're coming from. I'd be pretty pissed too. But would I fight my brother? I don't know.
Brothers fight. It happens. Brothers fight. Guys, also, July the 26th, Rooted in Chaos at the Walking Tree Brewery. CCW back in the Treasure Coast, back in Vero Beach, sooner than August 24th. That one's going to be incredible. And you know what? I don't even think it's on sale right now. But the night before, Okeechobee, Orioles Cowboy Bar, CCW is going country.
Ooh, we going country?
So,
yeehaw!
July 25th, Okeechobee, show name happening soon. Tickets should be on sale in the next couple days. And of course, Rooted in Chaos. And of course, Summer Glory. And of course, Bash at the Brew 54. As these guys, by the way, the best staff in the world. I'm not saying anything against Bob Rosen at AEW, who runs an incredible production team. But CCW, we've got the best production.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this cage, look at that.
This demonic structure.
I mean, it's just about up, guys.
It's almost ready to go.
Game of War.
Guys, we are going to see the best Game of War match, I believe, that we've ever seen. We're going to see violence. We're going to see blood. We're going to see everything that you expect from the Game of War, from the match beyond. Sarah?
I just am curious to see if anyone else is going to come out from under the ring.
That's your domain.
That is my domain, and you know what?
Why didn't you see them when...
I feel a little bit violated.
They were in your house.
I didn't know. I mean, I guess, look, I've got a little bit more square footage. Maybe they were hiding somewhere. I don't know, but I can't believe I missed that one, and I hope no one else comes out of there.
Folks, this is the match we've all been waiting for. As I watch them tighten the final screws, put up the final fastening structures of this wall. This is 8 men who hate each other. You have both sides. You have 4 men. We call them the Justice League. Domino, Cha-Cha Charlie, Meto, Maximus. They're vying for that CCW superiority. There's only one number 1. Can they coexist against a team of Eddie Valentine, Alex Chamberlain, the King's Court, Kurt Stallion Rogers, don't sue me, and Jackal Stevens? I think this is going to be more than just a match. This is just going to be intensity.
Just intense. Just war, baby. No surrender.
Do not touch that dial. Do not touch that dial. No pinfalls, no surrenders, submission and knockout. And we will be right here for just a minute as it goes.
Just a couple more minutes. I mean, look, we got to make sure this cage is secure, okay? Like, what? Actually, it would be a pretty fun Game of War if perhaps it did just all fall down.
It's happened. It's happened, yeah.
But not tonight.
Sides have fallen, and Look, we're at a capacity crowd here at the MidFlorida Event Center. We maxed out our chairs. We brought in more chairs. We had to ask the city for a special permit to bring more people into this building. We had to open up more exits to stay compliant. So tonight is really a capacity crowd, like it will be also on August 23rd for Summer Glory, which is our return here to MidFlorida Event Center. So expect insanity. CCWrestlingFL.com, Bash at the Brew 54. We're talking about a casket match, Agony and Ozzy Kilmeister. The rematch from tonight's incredible Nikki Blackheart versus Ruthie J, and then Bill Alfonso and Ariel Levy. Alan S2S Martinez and Ariel Levy. Special guest referee Bill Alfonso. Buy your tickets at CCWrestlingFL.com.
I would like to see that match, though.
I think
Bill
you will.
Alfonso and Ariel Levy.
Oh, you want to watch them wrestle?
I would love to
I've
watch
seen
them.
Fonzie wrestle a lot. I've seen him bleed a lot as well. Beulah, if you go and watch Beulah and Fonzie, you'll see a lot of Fonzie wrestling. But I don't think Fonzie's had his last match. Talk about Fonzie. I mean, 63 years old, 62 years old, and he would go through a wall for CCW. He'd go through a wall for professional wrestling. He's just been incredible. He'd go through a cage. You watched him in 2 Game of Wars, bleeding and making himself utilized in those matches. So I don't think that's the last time that we're going to see Bill Fonzie Alfonso.
Not the last time, Daddy.
We are almost done. I'm looking at those ties, those fastening ties, 4-on-4.
And salivating at
The
what
King's
is
Court.
about to happen.
Eddie Valentine, Alex Chamberlain, teaming up with Stallion Rogers and Jackal Stevens. They will wrestle Domino, Meto, Maximus, and the franchise Cha-Cha Charlie. Every man will enter in 5-minute intervals, starting with 2 men. As each person enters, remember, at Bash at the Brew 53, the King's Court's team gain the advantage, so they'll have a 1-man advantage. As those happen, the Game of War match begins when all competitors close that steel cage. Once that happens, the match beyond begins. No pinfalls, only submissions, only knockouts. Expect blood, expect violence, and expect the best professional wrestling in the Southeast, in the United States of America, CCW.
We were talking about the veteran advantage in Game of War, but I neglected to mention, yes, Eddie Valentine's team has an advantage of a full human being.
Effectively a handicap match. Every single entrant for the entirety of the match. Guys, we're about to hand it back to Dan Evans and Tyler Cashmere. Sarah, you've been wonderful. The production team, CCW, has been wonderful. CCWrestlingFL.com. Glory for 20% off of all tickets for the next 5 days. Let's say 5 days. Next 5 days, all tickets 20% with GLORY as a coupon code. That's Summer Glory. That's Rooted in Chaos. That's the Okeechobee Show. That's Bash of the Brew. And let's go to the Game of War.
Port St. Lucie.
Tyler, a really good choice for the King's Court as their man to start off. Jackal Stevens, probably the best conditioned athlete on the team. And he's going to need to be in shape, Tyler.
Jackal Stevens not only conditioning to the roof, one of the best here in CCW, but has got that vile, mean streak that he has developed this last year, and he is looking to conflict violence inside the Game of War. This two-ring surrounded by steel structure. And Jackal Stevens looking to thrive in it.
Yeah, he's also looking to get some revenge on Cha-Cha Charlie. After going down to defeat in a steel cage match just 2 months ago here at Anniversary 21.
Not to mention Jackal Stevens, the one who got the advantage for his team last week at Bachelor 353, pinning Cha-Cha Charlie.
He did. He scored the pinfall, giving the King's Court the advantage. So we'll see who's going to be first out.
And his opponent.
Well, it's going to be Cha-Cha Charlie. Cha-Cha Charlie, the franchise of CCW, will renew his rivalry once again with Jackal Stevens. It'll be the two of them going at it for the first 5 minutes, Tyler. And then another member of the King's Court will enter the fray, giving them a 2-on-1 advantage over Cha-Cha. I hope Cha-Cha's got his working boots on.
Cha-Cha Charlie has been in the past 2 Game of Wars. This time, starting things off with Jackal Stevens. And right now, Dan, feels like we have just time traveled back to Anniversary 21, and we are right back where we started. These two lost
Seeing double though, there's 2 rings and 2 cages.
I was just gonna say, except you multiply it by 2, and even these 2 cages might not be enough to contain the hatred between Cha-Cha and Jackal Stevens.
And of course, Tyler, there's no pinfalls or submission. Well, no pinfalls in this match at all. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. But these first 5-minute intervals, the match cannot be won until all 8 participants in the match are in the ring.
The most dangerous matches in all of professional wrestling. Biggest match here in CCW. Big fight feel. It's Cha-Cha and Jackal to kick things off for Game of War.
Referee Veronica. She'll have nothing to do here yet, Tyler, except let these 2 men go at it. And Stevens missing wildly. Cha-Cha with the right hand. This match has begun. The clock is ticking on the 5-minute intervals, Tyler, as Cha-Cha Charlie hammers away on Stevens. Oh, hard into the buckle goes Stevens. Cha-Cha now with a head of steam, but Jackal out of the way. Oh, Zaguri caught him.
And right now you see they're picking up things where they left off. You know, usually in this type of situation, Dan, you want to try to conserve as much energy being the first participants in the Game of War, but these 2 guys hate each other.
Yeah, they're not employing that strategy.
Absolutely not. As a snap suplex there from Jackal Stevens.
And again, Stevens in such great shape to really go at it. Cha-Cha Charlie not far behind him, but I think Stevens is going to have the advantage in cardiovascular conditioning, in my opinion.
And you know Cha-Cha Charlie's got to be thinking about last week. He was the man that was pinned by Jackal Stevens that led up the advantage for Jackal in the King's Court.
Well, I tell you what a brutal match that was.
You
got to wonder if there's any lingering injuries as a result of that match.
There has to be, Dan, from that match.
Oh, beautiful spling blade. Stevens goes down, Cha-Cha now. Oh, he wipes him out with a clothesline.
But you know how these competitors are, Dan. When they step into this cage, this behemoth of steel, everything's out the window. It's just pure adrenaline, pure hatred, trying to get that win. Oh. And you know these things usually come in 3, Dan. He got 1, there's 2.
He's looking for the hat trick here. Cha-Cha Charlie has him up. Stevens, though, spins out.
They know each other
out of the way of that
so well, Dan. Oh, trying for that
Olympic slam, you're right. Cha-Cha had it scouted and found a way to block that maneuver and gets that third suplex in.
And I mean, these two guys know each other so well. They have gone to war so many times with each other.
Short blockbuster there. I don't know if you noticed, Tyler. Cha-Cha, after that third suplex at him, it looked like he was going to go for the cover. Thought for a second and realized covers will do no good. In fact, Amy Veronica staying completely out of the way. She's in the other ring.
That is another thing about Game of War, that hesitancy, is these competitors are so used to move, cover, try to get the quick win. But you can't do that here in the Game of War. You just got to dish out as much damage and try not to receive too much back.
You are correct indeed. Cha-Cha now all over Stevens. Stomping right into the chest. And you can see they might start to be run out of gas here, Tyler. They better pace themselves.
They're gonna have to, but Cha-Cha alley-ooping. Jackal Stevens right at that corner.
Cha-Cha looks like he's breathing heavy to me. You've seen they've slowed down the pace. Stevens, though, shot to the midsection. And clawing at the face.
Oh, he's
into that steel mesh, but Cha-Cha looks like he blocked it.
Great job there by Cha-Cha, put on the brakes now, trying to give Jackal a taste of his own medicine.
Stevens blocks it as well. Cha-Cha gets a couple of right hands to the jaw. And knife edge chop again. Snapmares him out of the corner. Stevens now. Ooh, that boot. Laces first, right to the back.
And Jackal has been laser focused ever since losing that Anniversary 21 to Cha-Cha. Jackal has been almost unstoppable as of late.
And Cha-Cha out of the way there, Tyler. Stevens slammed his forearm into the mat.
Look at that, spun him around. Oh,
beautiful belly to back suplex. Well executed again. Can't go for a cover. Do you no good. No pinfalls whatsoever in this match. You see the fist drop there by Cha-Cha Charlie.
And we were talking about, it was just last week where that, oh, we got a countdown here. We got another competitor coming out. Well, that's the King's Court music. Who's it going to be, though,
Could be
Dan?
anybody. It could be the King himself, or it could be the Black Knight, and it's the Black Knight. Now Cha-Cha's got to be careful here. He's got his back turned to Stevens as he's waiting for Chamberlain to get to the ring. And they're going right at it.
Oh, and look at Chamberlain. What a smart strategy by the King's Court. He's the most dangerous man in CCW, Dan.
Vicious and nasty.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Perfect strategy. Bring in Alex Chamberlain, who's going to be fresh and just beat down Cha-Cha Charlie. If you want to talk about a handicap match, you got Alex Chamberlain and Jackal. The deck is stacked already against Cha-Cha Charlie. That's why that advantage is so important. That 8-man tag is so important to win.
And here you see the double team. Oh, man, hard into the buckle goes Cha-Cha Charlie. Really took it partly on the shoulder, partly on the rib cage.
And what we're seeing here is what I was going to mention. Last week in that 8-man tag, what cost Cha-Cha and his team was that miscommunication right towards the end. While on the side of the King's Court, Jackal, Stallion Rogers, Alex Chamberlain, Eddie Valentine, they've been a well-oiled machine together. I mean, Cha-Cha and his group, they have to put all their differences aside and stay on the same page. Stay focused to try to defeat the King's Court here tonight.
And there's a lot of differences on that team. Meto, Maximus Khan have been a tag team. They've gone head-to-head.
Then Domino, all his history with Meto.
Absolutely.
I mean, Cha-Cha Charlie there not getting along with everyone perfectly. It is the biggest stars in CCW, but they have to put everything aside. They have to work as a team tonight, just like Chamberlain and Jackal are doing perfectly right now.
Yeah, it's been all Chamberlain and Stevens since Chamberlain entered the cage.
I mean, really, with these two guys, you're looking at just the top.
That's it, Cha-Cha fighting back. He's going to have to do that.
And just like that, I mean, these are the top guys in the last territory. They're top of the food chain. They pick people apart. They're some of the most dangerous guys. And now Cha-Cha's in there with both of them. I just can't believe my eyes.
Yeah, but Cha-Cha's not the first time he's had 2-on-1. He's got to find a way to dig down deep and fire some shots in on these guys. And he hopes to survive before he gets some assistance.
And right now, it's just a game of survival for Cha-Cha Charlie. Waiting until his partner comes in, whoever
the next member of the team is,
to help him catch that second win and try to even the odds. But right now,
let's talk about that for a second. You have Meto, you have Maximus Khan, and you have Domino. Who's the best man to send in?
You might want to send in a Maximus Khan.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. To send in the heavy.
To try to size up Alex Chamberlain heavy and heavy, go back and forth there, but who knows what they're cooking up back there, Dan. Only time will tell. But
Stevens now.
Right now, one thing I can't tell you.
She's hammering away.
Is Cha-Cha Charlie doesn't care who comes out. He's just hoping anyone comes out.
Right, he needs a breather. Whoever that is, he needs him to fire up on these two athletes in the ring right now. The Black Knight, Jackal Stevens, are really having their way with Cha-Cha Charlie. He's barely mounted any offense. Very little behind that right hand as you see Chamberlain put the boots to him.
Oh. Well, it sounds like we were wrong, Dan.
Well, it's Meto.
And Meto catches Chamberlain belly to belly.
Nicely done. Stevens charges. Meto out of the way. Nice power slam.
The Bulgarian Punisher.
He needs to stay on top of these two, give Cha-Cha a chance to recover. Clothesline in the corner on Stevens.
Look into the short Chamberlain. Stevens, look at that.
Nice suplex by the Bulgarian Punisher.
Meto, the former heavyweight champion, the man I think with the biggest gripe against the King's Court.
Block of the right hand, and these two know each other so very well, Tyler.
They have been going back and forth for months. Alex Chamberlain has cost Meto so many matches, including his heavyweight championship. Oh! Now
again, nicely executed suplex. Cha-Cha now back in the fray, putting the boots to Jackal Stevens.
Two of the biggest stars in CCW, two of the biggest fan favorites, Meto and Cha-Cha, standing side by side, going after Chamberlain and Cha-Cha. Meto all over Jackal.
All right, two men in each ring now. Stevens up to the second rope. Oh, catches Meto with a devastating clothesline, caught him right in the forehead. As you see Cha-Cha and Chamberlain, the Black Knight going at it in the far ring, Tyler.
Cha-Cha's got Chamberlain in that court, rushing in with that splash. That's Jackal stomping away at the chest of Meto. Jackal looking to hook up Meto for something.
Meto putting on the brakes, though. And Meto with the right hand.
And now Meto!
Oh! First goes Stevens.
Man, did you see how the cage indented with the head of Jackal
Boy,
Stevens?
it really did, didn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Stevens' head bounced off that steel mesh.
And
again on the other side. Chamberlain going to work on Cha-Cha, though. Looks over to the other ring, sees Meto trying to come to Stevens' aid here. Look out from behind. Oh, Meto not paying attention. You got to have eyes in the back of your head, or you at least got to look around, Tyler.
Yeah, your head's got to be on a swivel in a match like this, especially when more competitors start coming into the fray. Meto got two.
Did he block that? I couldn't tell. Well, he might have hit his head, but he really got his hand up. to try and subside some of the devastation.
Oh, stomping on the eyes and head of Meto Chamberlain.
The Black Knight now. Spine buster. Cha-Cha, though, going to the top here.
And Cha-Cha crawled
I'm
over.
not sure if he's got positioning, though. Meto in the way. And him reaching Chamberlain. Stevens went on the attack, but Cha-Cha caught him coming in with that clothesline. Catches Chamberlain in the midsection. And Cha-Cha now going to work.
And Dave's looking for that.
Oh, beautiful side salto suplex.
And Cha-Cha.
Now all four men, the worse for wear.
Cha-Cha looks like he caught that second win a bit now, Dan. Looks like he's back in this one. Meto back up to his feet.
Uppercut to the jaw of Jackal Stevens. Now Cha-Cha putting the boots to the Black Knight. Now we'll go to a 3-on-2 advantage for the King's Court. Another belly-to-belly suplex on Stevens by Meto. As we look to see who is next to enter this dual ring, dual cage. And there he is.
CCW and VRCW Tag Team Champions,
Stallion Rogers, quite possibly the most dangerous man in this match, Tyler.
Certainly the hardest hitting competitor in this match is Stallion Rogers, one half of the CCW Tag Team Champions and VRCW Tag Team Champions. And right now, look, he's got German suplex.
Man, right on the back of his neck.
And now he's going straight to Cha-Cha with a forearm. Oh, you want to talk about history? How about the history of Stallion and Cha-Cha Charlie with that corner drop kick?
And on both of them. Now this is uncharacteristic of Stallion Rogers, usually a very slow starter, Tyler.
But he saw how his team needed that boost, and he came in and provided it.
Yeah, your strategy's got to change in a match like this. When you got the 3-on-2 advantage, you got to come in like a house of fire and lay in the lumber.
And now Chamberlain dragging Cha-Cha.
That overhand chop.
Man.
Stallion Rogers has had such success.
And look at Chamberlain just sitting down this Boston Crab. So much pain, and Cha-Cha can't even tap if he wanted to. Just has to sit in this.
Yeah, this match cannot end.
No rope
like
breaks.
it or not.
Nothing can stop that except Cha-Cha just getting out of it. And now Jackal sees his team's in control and is waving to the cameras.
Chamberlain all over Cha-Cha Charlie. That lower back in serious trouble as you see the Black Knight dropping the knee across the lower back of Cha-Cha. Meto slumped in the corner as Stallion Rogers puts the boots to him.
And could you imagine the smile right now backstage on the face of the King, Edward Valentine? He must be loving this.
I can picture it like he was right in front of me. I bet he's swiveling those hips.
He must be in front of that monitor watching this one, because right now his team.
Oh, wait a minute. The Bulgarian Punisher absorbing those blows by Rogers.
What a
delivers
right hand.
a right hand that crumples the tag team champion.
Look at Chamberlain's got his thumbs in the eyes of Meto, trying to pop out the eyes of Meto.
That put an end to that.
Cha-Cha fired up on Jackal, but Jackal
Nice
just
reversal. Jackal followed him right in, but Cha-Cha quickly got a knee up and caught Stevens coming in.
What's Cha-Cha going for here? Oh, reverse DDT.
Chamberlain now following Meto into that second ring. And Cha-Cha's all by himself with Stevens and Rogers. But Cha-Cha fighting back with those elbows.
Big boot from Chamberlain on.
Oh, discus forearm caught him.
He clocked Stallion Rogers.
Oh, look at Stevens. High in the air, caught him with that drop kick coming in. Cha-Cha charged. The timing was off, and I think it did more damage. He caught him right in the rib cage.
And right when Cha-Cha and Meto think they're starting to get back into this one, think they're starting to get into the driver's seat, another one of the members of the King's Court cuts him off at every corner.
But Meto now with the advantage on Chamberlain. Ooh, devastating knee drop by Stallion right in the forehead of Cha-Cha Charlie as Meto puts the Black Knight up on that top turnbuckle. And here comes Stevens to Chamberlain's aid.
Yeah, Stevens.
Right from behind with that forearm to the back, Tyler.
Stevens saw Chamberlain was in trouble and now coming to take down Meto, but we got another countdown, Dan.
Tyler, I think it's got to be Maximus. Yep. And this Tyler, I don't understand why he's taking his time coming in. Don't wait for the music to build. He needs to get to the ring and help his partners. Rogers now with that shin in the throat of Cha-Cha Charlie.
And yeah,
I gotta tell you, I don't think Maximus likes these guys.
he might not, but
Here he comes.
He has to go to war with him, Dan. And look at this, it's Chamberlain, Jackal, and Stallion Rogers.
They're just waiting on him.
They're waiting for him. But you know what? Maximus Khan has been in the Game of War before. He knows what it has to take to come out on top. And
Meanwhile, though, Meto is down, Cha-Cha is down. All three members of the King's Court are lying in wait as Maximus Khan sheds the ring gear.
he knows what he's entering into. It is 3-on-1. Maximus is going to have to explode with
Chamberlain
some offense.
meets him at the cage door.
Maximus some big right hands. Now Jackal trying to go after Maximus. Now it's Rogers. And Maximus is clearing house here at Game of War.
Oh, beautiful spine buster. Maximus Khan really taking care of business.
And Khan is fired up.
Charges Chamberlain with a clothesline, Tyler.
It's time to wake up, Dan. Crushing Stallion there with that clothesline in the corner. Sending Stallion to the other corner, Dan.
Oh, man. Size 13 took the head off Stallion Rogers.
Man, oh man, Maximus Khan is a big-time game changer here in
Now
Game of War.
Cha-Cha back on his feet, Tyler, going after Stevens.
And Meto is back in the other ring with Chamberlain.
Oh, into the cage again goes Stevens.
And look at that.
How his head has not been split open, I have no idea.
Big toss there from Meto to Chamberlain. And now Maximus sending Rogers into the steel.
And Maximus now again with Rogers. Launches him into that cage. Meto and Chamberlain going at it in the other ring. Oh, it's corkscrew elbow a la Gangrel.
Meto, Maximus, and Cha-Cha. They are looking in good form here, Dan.
They are indeed.
Cha-Cha now with Stallion. He's got those arms, got a whip.
Beautiful German, nicely done.
And Chamberlain body to back. Suplex on Meto.
Khan all over Stevens.
And look at this, we're getting right in front of that camera there. Max was talking trash to Jackal, and again, head first, man. Jackal has been taking some abuse with this cage.
Boy, Jackal is out on his feet. He bounced off that steel cage, Tyler. His legs were wobbly. Well, we know who it's going to be, Tyler.
And look, Cha-Cha and Meto are waiting for him. This whole team has been chomping at the bit to get their hands on the king, the heavyweight champion.
Wow, they're waiting. This is very reminiscent of what just happened moments ago when Maximus Khan was making his way to the ring. Wow. Marvin, Cruz in tow. He better stay out of this. 4-on-3 advantage right now. But of course, Cha-Cha Charlie, Maximus Khan, and Meto are standing tall, waiting for the king to step through the ropes.
But what is Eddie Valentine telling Marvin Cruz right now?
What?
Is he telling him to go into the cage?
You gotta be kidding me.
But, correct me if I'm wrong, Dan. This match doesn't start until Eddie Valentine gets into that cage.
I don't know. It's supposed to be when all 8 men are in the ring, but Marvin Cruz is not supposed to be part of this match. As you see him with the right hands having no effect on Cha-Cha, Maximus, and Meto.
And if Marvin Cruz,
and the king just watching from outside the ring.
And if Marvin Cruz knows what's good for him, he better get out of that cage as fast as he got into it. Oh,
Cha-Cha levels him with a forearm to the side of the head. And now Meto. And now Khan.
And it's like a human pinball
and
machine.
Cruz is all wobbly legs here. Oh man, heavy-handed Bulgarian chop and a clothesline from Maximus Khan. And what is Eddie Valentine doing?
Doing what he always does, hiding behind his king's court.
I keep hearing this nobody say, but in CCW, I'm the only king that matters.
Oh, give us a break.
Every day, a Game of War in CCW is the sexiest king alive today.
What the heck is he doing, Tyler?
Looks like he's just out here showboating, running his mouth, doing what he does best. While he
leave this guy?
Well, while he was running his mouth, now Chamberlain and the King's Court and Jackal Stevens, they're looking to get back into this one.
It's still a 4-on-3 advantage. What's Marvin Cruz doing in there? I have no idea. Is Valentine going to enter this match and Cruz going to get out?
Well, we got another competitor coming out here, the last one.
Well, look at the King. He's waiting on Domino to come out here. I wonder if Domino even knows that the King is not in this match, or at least not inside the cage.
And Domino's heading full steam ahead to Eddie Valentine. They're rolling right up the entranceway. Now, they're headed towards the ring. Domino, Southeastern champion, offering the fight to Eddie Valentine.
It's the Southeastern champion going head-to-head with a CCW heavyweight champion. And you see Meto firing back on Stevens and Marvin Cruz inside the steel cage.
Well, if it couldn't get crazy enough, we got all these guys in the Game of War. Oh, German suplex.
Devastating German.
And then we got the Southeastern champion, heavyweight champion. That's like Meto with another one.
Man, Cruz, he could have broken his neck.
Man.
Meanwhile, Domino and Valentine still on the outside. This match, I guess, has not officially begun. The Game of War has not begun until Valentine and Domino get in the ring. And by all counts, Marvin Cruz should get the hell out.
Absolutely, Dan. And I mean, on our other side here in the other ring, Cha-Cha and Stallion, Chamberlain, now Maximus going in here to...
Oh, wait a minute. Valentine's been busted open, Tyler.
Valentine bleeding. Looks like he was busted open by Domino. And look at Meto and Maximus. Oh, Lord!
Dart. Meto and Maximus just took Marvin Cruz and speared him into the cage head first.
And Valentine's in the ring, but Domino, he was in the back.
Oh, Domino's got a door.
And Dan, he's got that crown. I think he took that crown from Eddie Valentine and spiked him in the head with it.
He may very well have. I did not see what was going on the other side of the ring. Tyler couldn't tell from my vantage point.
But nonetheless,
Valentine certainly
now Domino is in the ring. And now, Dan, the Game of War has officially started.
It has, and is Marvin Cruz, he's still in there.
And look at Domino just spiking the head with the crown of Eddie Valentine, the king, having his own crown turned against him.
Well, we got a 5-on-4 situation here, Tyler. I don't like the looks of this.
Let's not forget all those months ago, Eddie Valentine concussed Domino before one of his biggest matches in his career, hit him with that DDT on a steel chair. So much animosity between those two. Now Cha-Cha just going to work on Stallion as Chamberlain and Meto on the other side. Jackal with Domino. All the history between these two.
Man, they're just battling out, these two. And again, Steven's head bouncing off the steel mesh. In the far ring, Tyler, it's Cha-Cha Charlie.
He's tying up Stallion.
He's trying to put the sharpshooter on Stallion Rogers. Again, oh no, Chamberlain broke that up. That was short-lived. At this point, Tyler, the match can be won by knockout or submission.
No pinfalls in the Game of War. You have to break one of your opponent's will or render them unconscious.
Valentine with that heavy right hand to the jaw of the Southeastern champion.
Ooh!
Stevens with a knife edge chop to Domino. And a clubbing forearm blow. Stevens has been in here from the beginning.
And Domino ducked that one, and now following up with chops of his own on Jackal. As Valentine assisting Marvin Cruz going to work on Maximus Khan. Oh, head first for Maximus.
Boy, Stevens, knife edge chop on Domino. The Black Knight now in the ring. Taking that belt off. And Stallion Rogers after Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha gets him with the clothesline. Meto is down in that second ring. As Stevens drags Maximus Khan back to his feet. And the Black Knight has that leather belt wrapped around his fist.
Right to the ribs of Maximus.
Inflicting even more damage. And I don't, for the likes of me, Tyler, understand why Amy Veronica doesn't get Marvin Cruz out of that ring.
To be fair to Amy, it is just absolute chaos in here. But it just goes to show the King's Court, they always have the numbers advantage, somehow even in the Game of War.
I mean, I don't understand how this is they're letting this happen. This is nuts. Valentine hammering away on the forehead of Domino while Marvin Cruz holds it back.
In the other ring, Chamberlain and Stallion are choking out Cha-Cha with that belt. They have that belt wrapped around the throat of Cha-Cha. So much going on in this one. And now look at Jackal. Look how evil Jackal is, using the hair of Maximus to choke Meto.
Talk about innovative.
A sick mind.
He's a sick puppy, you're right. Marvin Cruz now whipping Valentine into Meto.
And this is a shame, Dan, because this team, Domino, Meto, Maximus, and Cha-Cha, they have been on the same page so far. They've been doing great, but then you throw Marvin Cruz in here, now you got 5 guys on 4.
Yep. Now looks like all 9 men, not 8 men, Tyler, 9 men
and what's this
are in this ring.
Chamberlain is exiting the Game of War.
Why is that cage door not locked?
Who knows?
Tyler, I don't like what's going on here tonight.
I don't at all either. The King's Court has so much leverage around here at CCW.
I'll point out our officiating crew is cut in half as we have another event on the west coast of Florida in Tampa night at Magnanimous Brewing.
And look, there's a trash can lid in that ring now. And Cha-Cha right in the back of the head. The Jackal says, oh, and he just spiked the trash lid into the head of Stallion Rogers.
Stallion's
Chamberlain throwing in that trash can. That's why Chamberlain went out there.
Stallion's eyes just rolled into the back of the head. We took that trash can lid shot right between the eyes.
That'll pass it off that trash can to Maximus. Now Maximus, right to the back.
As things weren't crazy enough, Tyler, now we got weapons galore in there.
Lid to the head.
Man.
Domino might be out.
He went down hard, Tyler. We got steel chairs, we got doors.
And now Rogers,
and Rogers throwing it haphazardly.
And this is where, oh man, this is where we get into deep waters with weapons being involved. Oh, all the pain and punishment they have right up to now compares to nothing.
Come on, with Randy Eller on the outside. Come on, somebody do something. Do your damn jobs.
It looks like there's nothing that can stop the King's Court as Chamberlain now making his way back into the ring.
Finally, and now again, I point out, Tyler, I hate to be redundant, but 9 men in the ring, 5 against 4. Somebody needs to get Marvin Cruz the hell out of this match.
Oh, look at that stop sign from Alex Chamberlain. Oh, and low blow to Meto. Chamberlain has got Meto set up here. Could be looking. Oh, man, just a shortstop powerbomb. Almost a pile driver, Dan. That was nasty. Meto might be done. Oh, and head first to the trash can, courtesy of Maximus. And all this is happening. Stallion Rogers was taking a seat.
Well, he's not taking a seat anymore. He's got that steel chair.
But Domino puts a stop to it.
Held on to it. And this waffled him in the back.
Great teamwork by Domino, saving his partner there.
Look out!
Oh, the King trying to...
He tried to frisbee that garbage can lid. He was way off the mark. Oh, but he caught Maximus with a boot to the midsection.
And now Domino swinging for the fences with that chair.
Man, as if Game of War was not dangerous enough, introducing all these weapons has put it over the top, Tyler.
I can't see on this other side of the ring. Looks like Cha-Cha is on top of Alex Chamberlain. King Eddie is just choking out.
Valentine choking out Domino. Here comes Meto to his aid. Meto now, forearm blows to the back of Valentine and Stevens. Maximus Khan is down. Stallion Rogers is down.
And all this
Meto's got one of those doors.
All these bodies, this is what we expect from Game of War. All these men putting it all on the line. Looking for,
oh! He nailed it, but there's no pinfalls, Tyler.
He nailed it on Alex Chamberlain. And now Ref Amy going to check on Chamberlain, see if he can still continue.
Maximus Khan jamming that trash can lid into the throat.
And Rogers just
King Eddie.
German suplex to Meto. And Alex Chamberlain did tell Ref Amy he could continue with this one. As Cha-Cha looks like he is climbing back up to the top rope.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, Cha-Cha's taking a hike. Oh, he's
look
gonna
at
come
this.
off the top.
It's all eyes.
It's the ladder.
All eyes on Cha-Cha Charlie's. He's trying to get his
Oh,
fire.
he's hung up. He's hung up,
And
Tyler.
look, Rogers saw it headbutt.
Oh, no. Rogers standing on that top rope. Cha-Cha's perched on the top of that cage.
And Cha-Cha got headbutt. He is stunned up there. As Jackal now.
This is a very dangerous situation. Tyler Jackal Stevens is up there as well.
Oh, no, you don't think. They're going to pull down Cha-Cha. Oh, no.
Maximus Khan coming to his aid, thank God.
Maximus having his partner's back. But, oh, my God, he's going under him. We got a super. Oh, Tower Doom.
Man, oh, Manischewitz. 3 bodies came crumbling down. And Domino and Meto both down in the ring in front of us, Tyler. This match is out of control.
So many bodies, so much chaos. This is CCW, this is Game of War, and right now Alex Chamberlain is standing tall in a sea of bodies, Dan.
The Black Knight setting that door, I should say, up in the corner.
Man, but Cha-Cha might be out from this one. He was up there at the top. Maximus Khan power bombing Stallion.
Yeah, that was a nasty landing too, Tyler.
It was no good for any of those competitors involved in that. And look, what is this? Marvin Cruz and Cha-Cha both went to pick up the same chair. Marvin Cruz is not letting go of it. And Jackal and Marvin are a tug of war for the chair. What's Marvin Cruz doing, Dan?
He's an idiot. What do you want me to tell you?
Oh, and look at this! Inadvertently hitting Alex Chamberlain with that chair. Chamberlain's rocked, and no spear! Spear to the table from Meto. The Black Knight got cut in half. Marvin Cruz can't believe what he just did.
He's always stepping over his own feet.
And now spear
into the other one
from Maximus, cutting off Stallion Rogers. Stereo spears through both tables. The King's Court in dire straits. And now
It looks there's not that many men left standing, Tyler.
Jackal looking at Marvin like, what the hell did you just do? What a domino effect we just saw. Oh no! Oh my God! Head first!
Good grief.
I think Jackal is done with Marvin Cruz. And he just wailing on him.
God, vicious chair shots
And
to the head and back.
Jackal has snapped. He's finally had enough of the King's Court and Marvin Cruz's antics.
Oh my God, Tyler.
He's sick in the head, Dan.
Somebody better get Marvin Cruz some medical attention and quickly.
Jackal doesn't give a damn. He doesn't give a damn about the King's Court, he's not here to make friends. He looks out for himself and heading to the other ring, maybe going to go. Oh, he's calling for the door.
Stevens is calling it a night.
Jackal is his own man. He's headed out of here. Look at Eddie.
Stopping him in his tracks, saying, "What the hell are you doing?"
Saying you're supposed to.
I don't think Valentine knows what he did to his protege.
And a double bird salute from Jackal Stevens. Stevens, he's out of here.
Well, now we got 4-on-4.
He said, "Screw the King's Court." As Domino now, right hands on the jaw of Eddie Valentine, but Valentine fires back.
It's a battle of the jabs here. Valentine with those right hands and the hip swivel.
And the sexiest no, cut off by the fire, the spirit, that Miami fighting spirit of Domino. Look at the Chamberlain, the inner bad guy. Can he do it? No.
Oh, he spun out of that domino effect attempt.
Success!
Sexiest DDT.
DDT! No one has kicked out of it, but it doesn't matter. There's
It
no
does not.
pinfalls.
Amy making sure that Domino can continue. Meto now going after the champ, but the champ blocks it with a headbutt.
Meto on the way. Oh!
Machka kick.
Macha kick land. And
The clubbing forearm blow to the back of the neck, almost a clothesline to the back of the head.
And he said it's game over. And then it's back to anniversary 21 where this all started. He's got the accolade is in. The accolade, the move that was passed down to him by his mentor, Rusev. The accolade is locked in tight, Dan.
And nobody's there to come with him. Tap out. That's it. Are Maximus and Meto celebrating, or are they knocking the heck out of each other?
They are celebrating, Dan, because they did it. They finally came together. They got on the same page. Domino was playing peacemaker the whole time, and he kept the peace between these four stars. And how apropos was it for Meto to make the king tap in the acolyte?
Unbelievable. You see the victorious team holding their hands high in the air, Tyler, and in the other ring is just littered with bodies, including the body of Marvin Cruz, and he's going to need help getting out of the ring, and he's going to definitely need medical attention, Tyler.
Blood, tears, flesh was shed in this Game of War 3, but it was only one team to come out on top. The team of Cha-Cha Charlie, Maximus Khan, Domino, and Meto.
Well, Tyler, a lot to unpack following this match. There are going to be long-reaching implications. First of which comes to my mind, the fact that Meto made the king tap out. Does that immediately put him in line for a title shot? It certainly should.
One would have to think, being a former CCW heavyweight champion, making the king tap out. How about that? Eddie Valentine tapping out.
You know what? I got to say something. The king is a smart individual. A title not on the line. He knew enough to live to fight another day.
He did indeed.
Now, he could have hung in there and wait for some help, but then he could have injured his back in a devastating fashion.
Well, as we can see on the other side of the ring, there is no help coming soon. And for tonight, the king and his royal army have fallen here tonight, Dan. Wow.
Yeah, and what will come of Marvin, Cruz, and Jackal Stevens and what transpired between the two of them? I'm sure the king is not going to be happy. Oh, Tyler, what a night. What an incredible series of matches. We have a new CCW Women's Champion in Nikki Blackheart, and what we just witnessed in the Game of War was nothing less than pure carnage.
Pure carnage, pure violence, but the team of Cha-Cha Charlie, Domino, Maximus Khan, and Meto stood tall, defeating the King's Court, defeating Jackal, and Alex Chamberlain about Jackal walking out, but it was Meto making the King tap out to the Acolyte. I can't believe it. They did it, Dan.
They did indeed. Tyler, I'm looking over at Marvin Cruz. He hasn't moved a muscle. So much damage and so much devastation. What a night we had here on the Treasure Coast at the MidFlorida Event Center in Port St. Lucie. On behalf of our ring announcer, Lucie Almeida, my broadcast colleague, Tyler Cashmere, this is Dan Evans saying good night from Port St. Lucie and Game of War.